Hello all, welcome to 3 Minutes of Better English, owned by Beyond School. In this series of videos, we'll discuss English grammar, English creative writing, and everything that is related to English. So keep watching my channel to improve your English. And if you like it, click the like button and then subscribe also, so that you get my videos regularly. Thank you. In this video lesson today, we'll discuss another tool that we have at our disposal. This tool is used to make your write-up more interesting and better. And this tool is imagery. And simply put, images. A collection of images is called imagery. In our previous videos, we talked about similes, metaphors, personification. And today we have images. Now, what is an image? Sometimes writers want to tell you something, and instead of telling you directly what they mean, they will give you an image. Like if they want to describe spring, they will describe a common scenes that you can see in nature in spring. Like the daffodils are blossoming, the leaves are turning green, nature is draping herself in green once again after winter. Descriptions like this are called images, or put together imagery. There are different types of images: sound images and visual images. Here we can see that the writer is using a visual image. In this line here, my cat was sleeping in the couch. The writer, instead of saying, can say it like this also: my gold ball of fur was curled up in the couch. So what is happening in the next sentence? He is giving us an image of, in which he is calling the cat a gold ball of fur, because a cat is full of fur and is just curled up in the couch. So it gives us an image of a cat sleeping in the couch. And below is a very famous example of a poem written by Ezra Pound, an American poet. The name of the poem is In a Station of the Metro. And this poem consists of only one sentence, 2 lines here. The apparition of faces in the crowd, petals on a wet black bough. Yeah, that's it. That's the poem. And through these 2 lines, he tells us, he gives us a picture of a common scene that we see every day in the morning when people are commuting to their work. And when they go to their work, to their offices, they behave like zombies or like ghosts. They do not have any expressions in their faces. They just walk past very fast, and that is why the poet calls them an apparition, a ghost that moves very fast in the crowd. And these ghosts look like petals on a wet black bough. Now, what is this wet black bough? That is the streets on which they walk. A common scene described through 2 lines only. And the poet doesn't say anything that he is describing a morning scene. It simply gives us this picture from which we need to understand and infer. Now let's take another example at a prose piece. Here 5 people are seated together in a drawing room, and look at the scene the writer has created. These people are sitting together, and then nearby the fire was crackling, the coffee was boiling, and then look at this. It seemed as if the coffee was struggling to get out of the pot. And then this person was buried in the iPad, headphones to his ears. He seemed to be wrestling as he tilted it left and right. So it seems that he is playing a game on the computer, on the iPad. But the writer is not saying it clearly. He is simply giving us an image. And then Rita was busy with her gold ball of fur, which was softly purring, every now and then twirling its long tail. The writer here gives us an image, a common scene that you can see in a household in winter evenings maybe, or in winter afternoons. So he's not saying this is afternoon. By describing the scene, he says this is afternoon. He's giving us a very cozy and happy image of people being together. Then these 3 people were huddled together, and Mona was in the middle, and she was trying to keep the other 2 from fighting. A beautiful scene the writer has created using only description. He is not saying that this is a beautiful household scene. He is giving us the picture to understand what it is. Now let's take a look at a poem here. In this poem, the poet is describing a scene, and by describing the scene, he is trying to tell us that spring has arrived. What is happening here in the scene, in the poem? The wind is whistling to the town's ears, and what is it saying to the town? It is saying that the leaves are turning green, and while it came to the town, it also brought in some yellow flowers which flew in with the wind. And he also tells the town that the snow is melting, and then that the snow is giving way to clear nectar, that is water. And then the poet describes a cuckoo singing happily, and it seems as if it is welcoming the people. It's inviting the people to sing along with her. By describing this poem, the poet is trying to tell us the arrival of this beautiful season, and nowhere in the poem he is mentioning the word spring, mentioning the season spring. We just have to understand, infer what he's trying to tell us. Thank you.